Narcissists have a lot of weird things going on, but you never really realize that they also have weird eating habits. We're going to talk about that today in this video. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert and the best-selling author of the book Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And I'm here to help you reclaim your power against narcissists and navigate high conflict situations successfully. So if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you don't miss one single update. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're discussing something that you might not expect, which is weird eating habits of narcissists. We often focus on other behaviors that they have, things that are more obvious like relationships or work, but narcissistic behaviors can extend to even the most mundane things like food. So let's dive into 5 weird eating habits of narcissists, things that you might encounter when you're dealing with them, and how these habits reflect their need for control, admiration, and superiority. So the first weird eating habit you'll often see with narcissists is that they use food as a tool for control, whether they're at a restaurant or at home. Narcissists often want to control their eating environment. So, what's being eaten, when it's eaten, even how it's eaten, it's all about creating an atmosphere where they dominate, and food becomes just another way to assert their authority. They may dictate where to eat, what everybody orders, or even how the food should be prepared, all with the goal of making themselves the focal point of the event. So let's say you're out with a narcissist at a restaurant. They may insist on ordering for everyone, despite you or others expressing concern or expressing your own preferences. No, we're not getting this, they might say, brushing off anyone else's opinion. They want to make it clear they're the decision makers and everyone else's preferences are secondary. The narcissist will want to have the largest portion or the most expensive item on the menu. So it's another way to display their superiority. They want to be admired for their ability to treat everyone, but in reality, it's all about controlling the situation. The next one is acting like they're a food expert or a food critic. So they love to be seen as experts, whether in food or fashion or any other area of life. And when it comes to eating, they'll often adopt the role of a self-proclaimed food critic, or maybe a wine critic, or some sort of high-level connoisseur. They act like they know everything about food, when in fact they may have limited knowledge or experience in that particular area. But the goal is to appear superior, to gain admiration, and to establish themselves as someone who knows more than others. So, for example, if you are dining with a narcissist and they start giving unsolicited feedback about every dish, even though they might not know anything about food, so there you are having to deal with that. The chef, should have used truffle oil instead of olive oil, or they might say something that they have no clue about, like, what's, in the recipe or what the actual recipe should be. They act like they know the best wines and insist on ordering a bottle that's not only too expensive, but unnecessarily complicated. They might even make a big show of telling everyone that they always know how to order the right things because they want to be considered well versed or sophisticated. This is all part of their need for validation and to be seen as the top authority in every room. So the next one is overindulgence or extreme restrictions. So you're going to see extreme behaviors oftentimes with narcissists. So they either overindulge or they severely restrict themselves, but it's rarely about genuine health or nourishment. They'll either binge to show that they can have whatever they want, or they restrict to gain admiration for their self-control and their discipline. On one hand, you might see a narcissist overeating excessively, ordering more food that they can possibly eat, and making a spectacle out of themselves or out of their indulgence. Oh, I'm just going to treat myself tonight. I deserve it. Or they might say something like, as if it's a big show, they want everybody to be impressed by their ability to have everything, even when it's not in their best interest. On the other hand, a narcissist may be extremely restrictive with their eating. I'm on a strict keto diet. They might announce at every meal, or they might say, I'm gluten and dairy free, and I'm this and that, and I'm a vegan. And so, everybody has to cater to them and to their needs. And they really want to be praised for, being healthy, or their discipline, or their self-restraint. It's a way to subtly make other people feel inferior. And if you guys have seen any of this so far, give me a totally in the comments, because I'm sure that you probably have. I know I definitely have. Knowing that you're having to deal with this, I want to give you some phrases for disarming narcissists. You can go to disarmthenarc.com and get free phrases for disarming narcissists, and also join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, for additional support.
Narcissists have a confession to make, and that is that they are way more afraid of you than you are of them, especially in court cases, mediation cases, or any kind of cases where you have to negotiate with them. But you know what? I have a confession to make too. I'm sick and tired of these people bullying you and making you feel exhausted and paying way too much in attorney's fees and dragging you through the mud. My name is Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I've been recognized by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America. And in fact, I was so sick and tired of these people bullying you that I started studying narcissism so that I could beat them in the courtroom. And now I'm here to make the case so that you can win too. I developed a 4-part proven blueprint that has helped tens of thousands of people take back their freedom, win, and get back their power. And now I'm sharing it with you in a special live event, Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-part proven plan to take back your power. 4 simple steps, 1 free live event, 1 free hour of your life. That's what stands between you being in hell and you being free. Join me, click the link for Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-step proven plan to take back your power. Just click the link and let's go.
So the next one is ignoring the preferences or needs of others. A key trait of narcissism is their lack of empathy, and it extends to meal times. Narcissists often ignore the needs and preferences of others. When it comes to food, they may choose the restaurant, they may order the food without even considering what anyone else likes or needs. And they view mealtime as their time to show that everybody should accommodate them. So if the server comes over and asks somebody else at the table, they actually are personally offended, or they're not getting the most attention during the dinner, then they are personally offended. If somebody even has food allergies like gluten, they're like, oh, you're gluten-free, just deal with that. Is that even a real thing? They poo-poo it. They make it seem like the person is difficult because they might have food allergies. The last one is making you feel guilty around food. Especially you see this from covert narcissists. They make you try to feel obligated or manipulate you emotionally. I made this just for you. You don't want to hurt my feelings. I put so much work into it, so much effort. Nobody understands me. They want you to feel guilty for not eating it or not accepting their offering, or you feel obligated to eat more than you would because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You just want to avoid the guilt trip. How do you handle this? Let's discuss how to handle these behaviors. The most important thing to do is set boundaries. Whether it's choosing a restaurant or what food is being served, don't allow them to dictate everything. If you're at a family dinner and they make you order something that you don't want or that you can't eat, just politely and firmly say, I prefer to choose my own meal. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate, the thought, but I prefer to choose my own meal. Don't let them control the narrative. If you have every right to say, no, thank you. I'm not hungry. I have dietary restrictions. I can't eat that. The more confident and firm you are in your responses, the more they're going to shrink back. The less likely that they're going to be able to manipulate you, so they're not going to want to even try because it'll make them look bad. So those are the 5 eating habits that narcissists use to manipulate and control. This is just a few of the weird habits that you would deal with when you're dealing with narcissists. Creating amazing retail experiences is no easy feat, especially when you're managing multiple stores, staff, workflows, fulfillment centers. But with Shopify Point of Sale, you can handle it all without the complexity. Shopify POS is your uniform command center, seamlessly integrating in-store and online operations across up to 1,000 locations. Guarantee a convenient shopping experience every time, whether it's endless aisles, ship to customer, or buy online or pick up in store. Shopify POS makes it all simpler so your customers shop how they want and your staff has the tools to close the deal every time. Plus, acquiring new customers is expensive. Shopify POS helps you retain your shoppers with personalized experiences and first-party data, giving your marketing team a competitive edge. I know we use it for shop.rebeccazung.com, and it's great. It totally works. According to an EY report, businesses on Shopify POS see 22% better total cost ownership and an average sales uplift of 8.9% compared to competitors. Want more? Check out shopify.com/negotiate, all lowercase, and learn how to create the best retail experiences without complexity. That's shopify.com/negotiate. The next video that I want you to watch are 7 weird behaviors of covert narcissists. Because a lot of times you see this all around covert narcissism. So definitely go check that out next. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you share it with people who also need to see this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do that now. Subscribe, hit that bell. I will see you in that next video, 7 weird behaviors of covert narcissists. And until then, remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life.